Burgundy, you want this?
You'll never cut the mustard, mean winner!
Food fight!
Welcome back to another review. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the vintage Food Fighters Taco Terror figure. So this figure is really, really sick. I actually just got this figure today. I've had it bought for a while, but it needed to ship on eBay, and it finally arrived today. I only got this figure for like $35, luckily because it was backpackless, and I actually had a spare backpack. I actually had 3, and I gave one to my good friend Eden's figure collection, and I kept one. My Chip the Ripper figure that I have here came with a backpack, and then I had 2 more. So it just happened that I could get this figure without the backpack because I could put on a new one on it. So as I said, this is Taco Terror. This figure is actually incomplete because it doesn't have a gun. I'll probably put a picture on screen right now of the gun that it does actually have, but mine does not have it. So yeah, anyway, this figure is super, super cool. This figure was released in Malaysia in 1988. As you can see on the bottom there, it says Malaysia 1988 by Mattel. For some reason, these figures are Malaysian. I do not know why, but whatever factory was producing them in the era that they were being released happened to be in Malaysia, apparently. So this figure obviously is Taco Terror. And it is obviously a taco. You can see that his face is beans. There's lettuce, and I'm not sure what this white stuff is. That's tomatoes, and that's more ground beef or beans or whatever. At the bottom there. And then his butt is also brown. That's gonna totally be in a no context clip. This figure is honestly pretty good condition, for the price that I got it at. The face is kind of roughed up, because, well, these figures are just kind of rare, and a lot of the time they are beat up, because the only ones that still exist happen to be beat up, or the ones that were on eBay are beat up. And there's actually a lot of these figures. There's a pizza, there's obviously a cookie, Chip the Ripper, and there's, like, pancakes, which is, Short Stack, which my friend Eden's figure collection owns. I only have 2 right now, but I plan on collecting more. So anyway, this figure, it's pretty small. If we look at, compared to my hand, it's pretty small. And Chip the Ripper is also pretty small, but they're the same height, basically. This one's a little taller. But these figures are, like, soft vinyl, I think. They're, like, pretty squishy. And something about these figures is that the limbs can get really loose. Like the arm on this figure. Which side is it that's loose? Oh, I guess it's right here. This leg is loose. So it could probably fall off. I do not want that to happen, so I won't be, like, messing with the arms. But this figure has lots of great details. As you can see, it's got the backpack, which I gave to it. It was missing. Let's look at the side. You can see that there's all these great details, like, on the edge of the arm there, and on the edge of the leg, like these sort of little divots and wrinkles. It's also pretty, like, bumpy, and it's just like the feel of a taco shell, because that's what it is. If we look more at this face, you can see it's like a really great face. I realized that, like, the mouths are, like, the same kind of, like, you can see the one side's closed and the other's open. Not all of the mouths are like that, but just happened that these 2 were. So basically, how this goes is there's the good guys and the bad guys. The good guys wear black and have black hats and backpacks. And the bad guys have green backpacks and green hats. So basically, all I have is 2 figures, and both of them are the good guys. But I plan on going for the pizza next. But the pizza is actually really hard to find complete, including the hat for some reason. And if it does have the hat, it's like really expensive. But more on this figure. I guess we can look at the feet. So you can tell that the feet have pretty good details, but the only thing that's really the paint is on the legs, or the pant legs, and the color of the plastic is brown. If you're thinking about buying this figure after seeing this video, you should probably look for one that is no more than like $50, because they will show up on eBay for $50 bucks. And if they're more than that, it's kind of a ripoff, because they will show up, so you might want to like wait a bit until one of them shows up for a little less money, so you can spend less. And you want to look for one with the hat, because the hats are removable, and also one with the backpack. As I said, I got this figure for $35 because it was missing the backpack. If it's missing the backpack, you probably don't want to buy it because, well, it's just not as good. It doesn't look as good to me without the backpack. If we take it off, which I don't like really doing, but I guess we will, you can see that it's still an awesome figure. Like, I still love this figure. It's really nice to hold. But it's incomplete, and that makes it a little less cool to me. Let's put this backpack back in like that. And there we go. Anyway, that should wrap up this video. If you enjoyed this video, check out my review on Chip the Ripper, because I have a review on both of those figures, I have reviews on both of these figures now, but I have a review on Chip the Ripper, which is this figure, so if you want to know more about that one, check that out. If you liked this figure, and you like Food Fighters, I plan on getting more Food Fighters figures in the future, because I like them. I love how they feel and they look, and so, but anyway, that is the end of the video.